Uh, uh, testing, testing. I'm testing. Okay, microphone seems to work. Alrighty, let's get this going. Let's get the show on the road, I guess. What more to do? We're playing Stardew. So I may have already started the thing. Um, I was originally gonna make this a video, but, I kinda gave up on that. Like I do with all of I have a lot of clips of like videos and stuff that I could have made, but I ended up getting bored halfway through, so I just never made them into a video. I'm pretty sure I have a whole unedited video actually that I told myself I was gonna edit, but I never did. So it's never seeing the light of day. I don't expect anyone to join this. Join, joy, join this. I'm just doing this out of my pure uh let's just say I promised and I gotta deliver to my promises. Yeah, let's get this going. Um why is my hair so short? Uh have 500G. Wow. Wowie. Like I said, I didn't do much, but I did unlock the fishing rod, which is really great in my personal opinion because I like fishing. Or not? Did I just leave without saving? Oh, I'm foolish. I am the foolishest of birds. Well, I would be if I were one, of which I'm not. That kind of ruins the brand, doesn't it? I'm I'm here. Now, I have yet to introduce myself to everybody, of which I'm gonna hope that I can do by day 3. If, and only if, I'm not completely fishing the whole time, of which I expect to be, because I like to fish. Hold up, one of my docks is missing and it's really pissing me off. My stats. What? That's not my stats. Bro, I'm pissed. Okay, my YouTube live control panel. Yes, there it is. Okay, great. What do you mean chat rate 1? There's nobody here. At least I think so. Boo-doo-doo-doo. That wasn't funny, I'm sorry. Like I said earlier, don't expect anyone to join. I did say I was gonna stream. I'm not good at advertising my stuff. I don't like advertising. I still don't know how to do a pirate voice. Ahoy there, miss. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet ya. Ah, I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. My gosh, it's me. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Can I have the old one? Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. Yay! It's important to me that the art of fishing, huh? Stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. I give up on that. But hey, we got a fishing rod. That's all that matters, in my opinion. I'm not gonna do anything with the seeds. To hell they go. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Thank you. Okay. Okay. If it smells, it sells. Heh heh. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway. Thank you. I could be frying some rice right now. Talk about shrimp fried rice. I don't expect this stream to be a long stream. Not by a long shot. I'm gonna get bored and then I'm gonna end stream. Oh, I bet. Wow. What? What do you want? Go away. It's not very nice. What was I gonna say? Right. Sometimes you make bad decisions. Pigeon advice here. Sometimes you make bad decisions and you may wish that there was a day reset button in real life. But do remember that you are in real life and all your actions are permanent. Did you know? Where is Haley? Oh my gosh, I need to give her like these two sunflower daisies. Daffodils. There's a difference. All flowers are different. I need to like remember that. I'm not very good at remembering that. I don't really like flowers that much. Fun pigeon fact. I do not really I'm fine with flowers. Flowers are nice, but there is a specific flower that I hate. I hate roses. That is like the #1 fun fact about me. I don't like them. I don't like the way they smell. I don't like the way they look, and I don't like the fact that they have thorns. I get why they have thorns, but like I don't exactly want to take the thorns off of them either, because that just kind of seems rude. Like you 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 grew to have thorns. Why am I gonna cut them off? This is kind of the way I think. It's just the way it goes. I still don't like the thorns though. Like it still hurts to touch the flower. And it doesn't help that the flower, doesn't smell good. I mean, some people say they like the smell of roses, and there's rose perfumes and stuff, but me personally, it just smells like plant. I don't get the whole point of it. Like, how am I supposed to stop and smell the roses if they don't have any smell? I don't know, maybe it's just because they're red, and that's a color of passion or whatever, and that's what people like, I think. So that's why they're seen as this romantic icon and things to give to people. But I don't know, if someone gave me a rose, I think they're trying to insult me or something. Like, why are you giving me a plant that smells like a plant? Are you trying to tell me something? Trying to tell me that I'm bland, boring, overused? Like, I don't know. Just something to think about, I guess. There is like one flower that I'm pretty. No, there's a couple actually. I like those red spider lilies. Um, they're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty. I like the way they look. It's another one that. Haley! I do not care that she just insulted me. Take these! Holy moly. Right, where was my rant again? I did say that I was rambling. You get what's on the tin, to be honest. Was I supposed to buy something? I think I'm supposed to buy something. I'm gonna go buy something. I want to maximize my profit. I want money. I want cash. I want to be rich. Oh, and also Abigail's here, so I'll say hi to her as well. Yeah. What would make the most money? I'm not the best Stardew player. I'm just letting you know. Tulips would be nice, but jazz seeds are 30, and I could get quite a lot of those. It takes 7 days though. Which ones take the least amount of days? Parsnips it is. Oh, okay. I guess not. I'm sure we don't need that. Give me. Okay, I'm officially broke now. Right, what was I saying again? Oh, right. I like lilies of the valley as well. They're pretty, I guess. And chrysanthemums. But chrysanthemums are like, they're more cute than pretty in my opinion. I once tried to draw a spider lily, but they're kind of pretty hard to draw. So I gave up pretty quickly. That's like the only glimpse you really get, I guess, of my likes and dislikes. So, like, yay. don't know what I expected. It is fairly... Well, it's not a great time to be streaming. If I recall correctly, the great time to be streaming is around, like, what? 4? Maybe? Because that's around the time where, time zones kind of line up. I could be wrong. I had to read, like, a whole article, I'm pretty sure. I really, really wanted to make it big, with VTubing and stuff. So I looked up how to, like, what times to stream at, how to stream, when to stream, all that stuff. Because, you know, that's the point of, talking to a crowd if, you know, there is no crowd and such. So, well, that didn't really work out well, but I think that's pretty cool. I'd rather not sell out. No harm to anyone who does sell out, though. They're extremely successful, I'd say. But I don't really want to because, well, like, I don't know. More scrutiny there, I guess. And what? 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 One view? What? What? That's probably just myself. Oh? Being able to talk to yourself a lot. Holy moly, wait, what? Sorry, hold on. Let me just, let me get myself, like... You're a first-time viewer, are you not? Welcome. I did not expect anybody to join. Like, at all. I don't know why. But welcome to the stream. Sorry for that momentary panic. I did not know. I did not expect. Oh wait, I can go fishing now. I forgot. I like to do that a lot. I'm gonna make so much money from this fish because I have a smoker in there, I'm pretty sure. I chose the river farm. You're fine, thank you. Yay! So happy about that. I'm so great at fishing. Not even struggling. Sunfish! As opposed to a moonfish. Those things exist, I'm pretty sure. The large fish that, like, can't, like, understand when they're being bitten into. Those are one of my favorite types of fish. They just look so, like... I don't know, they just look so, like, humorous. But you can't really touch them, because if you do, the, like, layer of mucus that's on them, like, gets, like, taken off, and they're more susceptible to, like, parasites and stuff. I keep finding cool stuff. Pierre, get away from me! I should probably make a chest or something. How much is it? 50! This is gonna take forever. What more is there that I can do on a rainy day? I can't water my crops. I could fish. Right, I could fish. I think there's, like, more rare fish when it's raining out. I'm not too sure, though. Wait, no, it is. Yes. I remembered. Wow. Where do I put that at? I don't... Well, what use is for wood? I'm gonna put this right here, and I'm gonna color it orange. Yeah. Don't need that, need that, need that, need that. Cast aside. It's time to go fishing. The best spot to be fishing is probably the ocean. It is in real life, I think. I wouldn't know. However, there is more fish in the ocean. Or, like, the sea. It's like why there's the whole saying there's plenty of fish in the sea, because there's, in fact, plenty of fish in the sea. But there's also, sometimes, plenty of fish in the rivers, due to Well, I don't know why. Well, I know why, but I don't... Do I know why? I'm not pulling up Google right now. You can do that yourself. That sounded rude. It wasn't meant to be. What? Fish. Ah! Oh, right. Last one I made was beach farm, and all I did was fish. Beach farm is not that bad. So many people tend to hate it, but I actually think it's pretty good. Like, yeah, it sucks that you don't use that you can't use what they called it? Sprinklers. Yeah, you can't use sprinklers, but I say that it's worth it because, well, there is a patch where you can use sprinklers, and unless you're like one of those people who speed run, um, I don't think it should matter that much because why are you planting 50 billion crops the first day of like, no, not even the first day of spring. Why are you doing that in the first year? Like, I get you want to make money, but the whole point is, I guess, you know, steadily going towards the money rather than immediately rushing to get all the money because then you get bored easily. If you unlock everything in the game as soon as you do it, and as soon as you pick it up, and if you unlock everything and get every single thing you could ever want, it gets boring. Yeah, like there's a challenge there. I mean, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because I go through games pretty quickly, but you know, it gets boring. It gets really boring when you have every single thing you could ever want. That's why the struggle is great. I don't know, I get why, but like once you have everything, it feels kind of empty because, you know, you just rush the whole way there. I guess what I'm just saying is it's like the saying called it isn't the destination, it's the journey that matters. Because I'm pretty sure I've like sometimes it can be cheating? No, tedious. Give it I'm stumbling over my words. I hate when that happens. Okay. It could be tedious when you don't have a specific item for a specific thing because it's only there for a specific season. Damn. Okay. Because it's there for a specific season. I'm looking at you, cart lady. However, uh, the struggle is worth it, maybe. I think. Spooky sound. That'd be hypocritical. I really wish I had the mines unlocked already. I need more coal. Pretty sure if I just hit some rocks, though, some might fall out. If I'm, like, graced and lucky enough. What the? Wait! What? I am the #1 fisher. They call me the fisherman because I be fishing. I'm just saying things at this point. This reminds me, sometimes the rain sounds you hear in games or movies is literally just bacon being fried. I wonder if that's been debunked. I hope it has, because I don't like the idea that any rain sound I'm listening to is not the sounds of the nice cold water hitting the pavement, but is instead bacon grease. What do you mean I'm not listening to Mother Nature and instead I'm listening to bacon grease? Then again, sometimes rain sounds don't pick up very well. Day #3. Still no sight of Haley. Ignore the fact that I gave her a daffodil on day 2. Time to sleep. That's like fairly good, like cash, I think. Like money. It's been cooked. Or smoked. Same thing. Now to lose my mind over watering. Some of these crops are more watered or grown, and also watered, but mostly grown, than the others, and that is for the fact that I, being the foolish person I am, did not immediately go to Pierre's and buy all the seeds that I should have. I waited until day 2 to do that. 'Twas not a good idea. Hello, hello. Hello, another viewer! Wow, hello. And someone who's commenting as well. That's always great to see. Interaction is always great because I don't have my co-host right now, so I'm just talking to myself and rambling, as a person does, as a completely regular normal person. Are you kidding me? As a completely regular normal person does, which is true. Plenty of people actually ramble to themselves. It's quite normal. And if you don't think so, maybe you should like do some inner thinking. How are you doing? I am doing very well. How are you? Well, of course, talking to yourself while playing Stardew Valley is totally normal. Oh, right, I forgot to mention, all my streams have a delay by like a couple of minutes. I don't know how to fix it, but if I did, that would probably be great, but I don't think there is a way to fix it. I think I've, like, discussed this before, but I'm not too sure. Either way, honestly, Stardew does that feeling, just relaxing and... This isn't your first time playing Stardew Valley, right? It isn't. This is my 53rd time playing Stardew Valley. I'm not keeping track. I just really like the number 53. I have many. Are you using OBS? Yes, I am using OBS. I both hate and love OBS, as it hates and loves me. It has crashed on me so many times, but I forgive it each time, because as bad as OBS is, it's not as bad as CapCut. Wow! Where is Haley? You see, in almost all of my Stardew Valley saves, I have gone for Haley as a bachelorette. There's your problem. OBS always has a delay. Yeah, maybe I should start tagging my streams as, this is an OBS using stream. Please don't yell at me. But then again, no one does yell at me about it. It's just kind of funny to say that. Then again, for like most of my streams, I think they've always been horror games. I don't know. Haley is, in fact, #1 best girl for me. I don't know why. I guess I'm just like a sucker for that kind of plot. And we can all safely assume that Haley is your favorite. Krobus is actually my favorite. I've never been able to successfully not romance them. God, no. I've never been able to successfully befriend them. Krobus is my favorite for reasons that will be very obvious. Ooh! Latency is set to ultra low. Should bring it down to latency. Where is that at? Maybe I should have done that like before stream. It's a little bit too late now, isn't it? Latency. My favorite part about Krobus is that I know you don't have to romance a character, but like it's nice to have someone help around the farm. I like Krobus because you just like hug them. There is no kissing. Okay. It'll be when you're starting your stream. Yeah, it's a bit too late. You're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. hopefully that doesn't diminish any of my, like, humorous moments. And yo, Elliot! Elliot is, like, my third favorite. Wait, should I do, like, a Stardew Valley, like, oh man, ranking? Hold up. Since I don't have much else to, well, I'm gonna go fishing, but, like, okay. Haley is number 1, obviously. No, Krobus is number 1. Haley is number 2. Number 3 is, Demetrius. Number 4 is Shane. Number 5 is Elliot. Number 6 is Harvey. Number 7 is, that one girl who looks like Alex from Minecraft. And that's all I remember. I love mining more than anything in the game. Yeah, that makes sense. I like fishing, even though it hates me. Sandy is also very pretty. I'll probably ditch Haley for her. As rude as that sounds. I kinda don't get the hate for Demetrius. He's like kinda trying his best, in a way. Like, I'm not saying, like, he's completely, like, innocent. Like, it's kinda rude what he does to his stepson, but other than that, I still don't get the huge hate for him. Flounder! I really like fish. If you didn't know, Pigig Eon, also known as Pigeon, also known as, I have so many names. Okay, I'm gonna confess to the worst thing. Like, all my friends who have Stardew Valley have ridiculed me for this. For my first full run of Stardew Valley, I went the Joja route. Mostly because I did try to do community center. It's so hard to do community center, and I got an exorbitant amount of cash by the time I, like, was almost done with community center. I gave up. So I just, like, used my large amount of money. Iridium quality fish! My, my extreme amount of money, and I did Joja. I did the Joja route. That's a crime. It's... You know what? Yeah, you're right. I don't like Pierre. I hate Pierre. I'm glad that he's closed on Wednesdays because he's kind of useless to me. Have you no heart? Many have said that my heart is 2 times too small. A few others have said that it's 2 times too large. You can make the decision yourself. I am giving you that, yeah. I'm giving you that, the free will. Pierre is a scammer. I hate him. As much as I hate the mayor, Mayor Lewis. I hate them both. Can we replace Pierre with Sandy? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Someone make a mod. Someone make a mod that replaces Pierre with Sandy. And I'll play it on stream. I'm wandering. I need to stop wandering. I need to sell my fish. I'm not gonna sell my fish yet, though. I want to fry them. Not fry, smoke them. In the smoker. At some point, this is gonna have to, like, drop something. Actually, wait, I'm pretty sure there's probably already a mod that replaces Pierre with Sandy. There's a lot of Stardew mods. I, like, got one, and then it broke because it hadn't been updated in so long. You know, that's the thing about playing games and modding games that have, like, been here for so long. Like, Sims 4 mods usually are updated long enough. I read the reviews before I get them because I don't want to be disappointed when it doesn't work. There's this like, hold on, I'm gonna go on a tangent here. There's this one Sims 4 mod, like custom content or whatever, of like these like masculine outfits. Oh yeah, I know about that mod. There's also one where they turn her into a horse. But anyways, oh, uh, right. There's not much masculine clothing in The Sims 4. Or masculine as in I mean like for males that looks like you know, cool. They all kind of just, I don't know. They're nothing that I would ever make anybody wear. So it's very hard to find clothing for my like male Sims, which sucks. But I found this like really cool, like not really cool. You're about to hear why it wasn't really cool in a second. I found this like mod that gave not mod. This no, it's technically modding. Um I bought this mod that that like got these like cool suits and stuff. Because there's no Ouija clothing, and it makes me very sad. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean we can't dress in like nice outfits like that? Yeah, piss me off. But anyways, uh, so what basically happened was, I tried to dress my Sims in the clothing, and you want to know what happened? Look me in my non-existent eyes. You want to know what happened? It broke my game and it lagged it. I had to literally go on a whole rampage to get that stuff off my computer. It was awful. The clothing didn't even show up. It was like, it didn't work. It was so awful. I had to like completely like, at some point I'm pretty sure I had to wipe all my mods. I had to do a whole clean sweep. That's how much it pissed me off. Hello new viewer. You just witnessed me, rant, I guess, about that. But anyways, yeah, so needless to say, it was not great to deal with. There's also this time where like I got so many mods and stuff that I had to like genuinely delete all of them in one fell swoop. It was such a sad day. But yeah, I kind of hate how there's not much good clothing for like male Sims. It sucks. There's not really much good clothing for female Sims either. There's not much clothing for any Sim. Joe, just shut up. There's not much good clothing for any Sim. That's why I have to use mods. But thankfully, the mod that I got, or the mods that I mostly used back then, were from CurseForge. My first time playing Sims, my whole two-story house got burnt down because I didn't see one of the characters cooking. That's humorous. Birds. That sucks. I hope you like were able to like reverse time or something, like with the save file stuff. Cause if not, that sucks. What was I gonna say? Right. Yeah. I used to use CurseForge. I still use CurseForge. Ah, time zones! Ah! Hello, welcome to my stream. We have like plenty of people. It's 7 a.m. I'll have to miss this one. It's okay, I'm sorry. It's like 9 for me. So it's also fairly late. I'm very evil and malicious from my time zone. I keep forgetting to put different time zones whenever I announce a stream. So sorry to my dear overseas viewers if you exist. You have to suffer with the fact that my time zone is the most inconvenient. I'm so evil. I'm waiting for Haley to come out. Where's Haley? Anyways, yeah. Back to my topic at hand, I guess. Yeah, I used to use CurseForge. Hold up, this is like, I don't know if this is as great of a story as I think it is. So I downloaded the specific version of CurseForge because I wasn't looking at which one I downloaded. Turns out the one I downloaded was high-key malware, and I didn't know. I did not know until a good friend of mine, who's very good at tech and stuff, pointed it out. Good luck with the stream. I read that GL as something differently. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your username. Have a nice sleep. Or, like, work. Or whatever. I don't know. I'm not aware. Where is Haley? But yeah, it was high-key malware. And my friend had to like coach me on how to get rid of it. Which, you know, very, very nice of her to do that for me. But yeah, that's the story of how I downloaded malware on my computer. Who would have known? Did not know there was an evil and malicious version of. Oh, that also reminds me. There's this time I had to like. What's the best late game money making method? Wine. Ancient fruit wine. What I would do was I would go to the greenhouse, my evil and malicious greenhouse. I'm calling everything evil and malicious, you can't stop me. My evil and malicious greenhouse. And I would always check. And when my ancient fruit were ready, I would take them to my basement and I would put them in the wine kegs. And I'd let them wine. I'd let them become wine. And then I would age them. And then I'd make so much money. It'd be crazy. And I got to buy Haley everything. I'm kidding. I got to buy furniture catalogs and stuff. I like furniture. Did you know? Haley, you ignoring me? You're not gonna be ignoring me when I give you this. She hates me. I have 3 big houses full of kegs making ancient fruit wine. I should have done that. The only thing I did with the houses is make a little shed house. To be honest. Now this is very divisive. Which is better, mushrooms or fruit? Bats. I originally went with mushrooms, the first time of me doing a full gameplay. Artisan! I went with, mushrooms because they gave you a steady, like, you know, supply. But apparently that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get fruits because, you know, fruit sells better. But also it's not very steady. It's not... But I do like the mushroom cave. So... Unfortunately, a lot of people of whom I'm friends with do not agree. But that is okay. They can keep their opinions and I can keep my mushrooms. No! No! No. I don't want to meet the local blacksmith, please. Not Clint. Anybody but Clint. I can't believe they're making him romanceable. It doesn't affect me, because I don't really care. But like... Ugh. Is he just gonna, like, give up on Emily? Is this, like, one of them, like, this, like, we can fix them kinds? Is there even anyone who wants to romance Clint? Sound off in the chat, my dear observers. Which one of you freaks wants to romance Clint? Which one of you freaks? You will be put into town square and we're gonna throw rocks at you like that one short story called The Lottery. Except without you doing a lottery, all you have to do is just say that you want to romance Clint, and then we take you to town square. I don't know if anyone's gonna get that reference, but if you do, you're cool. The only thing he is useful for is in fact opening geodes. There is something greatly wrong with Clint. I've seen people describe him as like an incel, which is true. He is involuntarily celibate. Because nobody likes him. I guess maybe like a few people. You know, there's always outliers in every statistic. I don't like outliers, and I don't really like statistics. But, you know, in the sense that... Speaking of geodes, how's our favorite resident blacksmith? Do you mind processing the geodes? I'll cook you! I can also get why people don't like Abigail. This is coming from me, a Haley fan, but, like... I don't really care for Abigail because, like, I don't know. I just don't. She's never really stuck out to me. Maybe it's because she's nice. Or maybe it's because, well, I don't know. One friend of mine, speaking of that whole, like, friend group that Abigail has in-game, a friend of mine really likes that emo guy. Abysmal. Not a single piece in the entire collection. What's this? You found something? Let me see it. Remarkable. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it is yours. I've got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or Actually, you guys have already seen this, I'm pretty sure. Because you guys are all players of the game, I'd assume. Oh yeah, Sebastian. Yeah, he's alright. I only romanced him in one of my save files just to spite the friend. And by spite, I mean to jokingly prod fun at that. It was very funny. They should have made Gunther a romanceable option. He's better than Clint. How old is Gunther? Yeah, I never gave him the prismatic shard. Basically, my first time playing Stardew was not my first time hearing of it. I, looked at a lot of Stardew Valley players. I just, really wanted to be able to play it. So I already knew everything that was gonna happen. I do that with every game, to be honest. I find games that, I used to really want to play, but now that I can, I just play them, and I, stream or record myself playing them, because, well, maybe, just maybe, there's a slim chance of this. Someone else can look at those, go through exactly what I went through, and also want to play them, and then the cycle continues. See, this is the lady. This is the lady who looks like Alex Minecraft. I'm pretty sure. She kind of does to me. Also, one of my friends, the same one that really likes Sebastian, said that that Elliot does not have orange hair, which is wrong. Yes, Funger! Oh my gosh, Funger. Sorry. Yes, I've heard of Fear and Hunger. I have in fact heard of that game. And I like the character designs, and I like the plot, and I like the lore, but I haven't really seen I haven't seen any playthroughs, but from what I've seen of it and the small clips, it's really cool. I like the concept of moon scorching. This guy. You can't tell me he doesn't have orange hair. He is not blonde. This man is not blonde. Am I in heaven? That depends if you've died. I like the story, I like everything. I heard it's a really hard game to play, though. I played the game, I watched videos, I did everything. Oh, wow, you're dedicated. But yeah, I could never, ever play the game because I'm not good at video games. This is, true. I'm not good at combat games. I'm not good at turn-based combat. The only somewhat combat game I'm good at is Limbus Company, but we don't talk about that, and also we don't talk about the fact that I'm still stuck with Ricardo because he keeps beating the shit out of my team. I hate that man! Two hours playing and then die to a random coin flip. Ooh! Oh yeah, coin flips are also a thing in that. I'm gonna rant about Limbus Company for a second. If you know the game, of which I'm pretty sure you do because the fans are everywhere, even where you least expect it. Even right here in this stream, you're listening to one of them ramble. I finally beat, um, Dongbaek. However you pronounce her name. I'm sorry, I like brutally butchered that. I'm so sorry. I finally beat her after dying to her so many times and getting my team wiped because I didn't know what I was doing. I finally beat her, and I finally beat that Kanto, only to immediately get absolutely beaten the shit out of by this pipe. I thought it would be an easy fight. It's not even a boss, I thought. No. Okay. No, it was not easy, and I'm still failing at it. I thought I buffed my team up so good. I don't even know what I'm doing. I read through everything. I did everything I thought I could. I got beaten so bad that I thought it was a scripted failure. I got beaten so bad, I thought I was meant to lose the fight. It sucked. And I still haven't beaten it. I gotta wait until there's an event or something, or a login event. Limbus Company by, Project Moon. Fish. Fish. Okay. Another one of these guys. Bream. It's like the sound a phone makes. Bream bream. Maybe the sound a car makes. I'm not too sure. Smallmouth bass. Its mouth is so small. No, it isn't. Its mouth is larger than the bream. What a lie. What a fraud. That's why you're getting smoked. Scarecrow. I'll definitely give it a try later. Yeah, it's free game. However, it's also one of them gotcha games where you have to get lucky to get certain IDs and stuff. Pain in the ass, but it does have turn-based combat, which is pretty great. And it also has a coin flipping thing. That's also a thing in it. But it's not the same as Fear and Hunger, I don't think. Either way, yeah, fairly good game, in my opinion. Have you also played? I haven't played the first Funger, and I have not played Fear and... No, wait. I'm... The most one that I've heard about is Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. That's the one I've most heard about. I didn't really hear all too much about the first one. Not to mention I kind of don't remember it. I love Fear and Hunger from an outsider's perspective. I'm so sorry. Wowie. I'm such a fraud for it, but, like, I like the way it looks. Something. Now it's my turn to ask a question. Have any of you people, any of you observers, you guys, have any of... Sorry, I got, like, whisked away for a second. That happens, pretty often. I was in the middle of a conversation, but I don't recall what I was gonna say. Right. Any of you people ever hear of Alice Madness Returns? Or, specifically, American McGee's Alice? I don't know what I thought I was gonna get from that. There's, like, a painting in here, right? But yeah, I'm alright. I just got whisked away. And by whisked away, I mean, I got asked a question and I answered the question. um, Definitely heard of it in some random Instagram comment section, but I don't know much about it. It is a fairly good game, and the art is fairly good. Um, I've never played it, but I've seen many playthroughs and many deep dives and many people um, digging into it. Like I say, I don't play many of the games I like, and by that I mean I know of them either via watching playthroughs or watching people sink their teeth into the lore and stuff. Uh, if you couldn't tell, I was a huge game theory fan when I was younger. I used to like really like game theory. I do not watch their videos anymore, and I haven't for like years, so I don't know if the quality went up or down. Someone can fill me in on that, I think. Harvey! I'm getting so many good game recommendations. I'm writing this down. Yeah! Thank you for thinking my game recommendations are good. They fairly... Oh. There's also this one old RPG Maker game that I... That's a theory! A game theory! Thanks for watching. Except we're not done yet. We're not leaving yet. Stay in your seats. Well, not like you could get out of them anyways. I kind of put super glue on your guys' seats. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, ever since he... Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I was like on a trip or something when I got the news. I was eating chip when I heard that Matt Pat kill. No. I could be fishing. I could be... Wait. I could buy some seeds. I forgot that I could do that. No wonder I'm stuck. Yeah. I also bolted down the chair as well. You cannot leave. Sucks to suck. I am making a very irresponsible purchase. Random question, but favorite dessert? I like fruit tarts. They're pretty good. They're like fairly good, I'm pretty sure. I've had one like a few times. They're not too sweet, which I like in a dessert because I hate sweet things. I don't like cake because it's too sweet. There are many things I don't like. Roses included. I keep forgetting to mention that. No, wait, I had a whole rant in the beginning of this stream about how much I hate roses. But yeah, fruit tarts. Those are my favorite because they have fresh fruit in them, aren't that sweet, and like that's pretty much it. For such a picky person as is myself, it's a wonder that I like fruit. Now, dear viewer, it is your turn to answer your own question. Because that's kind of how that works, I'm pretty sure. There are 5 viewers. But are there? Hold up. Oh, 2 concurrent viewers. I keep forgetting concurrent is there. That's kind of like important. My favorite is dark chocolate cake or lemon cake. Lemons! Wait! Lemon flavored stuff is so good. What? That's crazy. Dark chocolate cake is actually pretty good for a cake. I've always wanted to try like dark forest cake. It looks like it's really good. Alas. I'm assuming it's fairly expensive. It looks very rich, like rich people food. I have not talked to Haley. How dare I? My hair is white because... Well, why not? Where could she be? This pissed me off. Things... It is what it is. Finally, someone who gets it. Lemon candy is so good. I like those little lemon drops. I used to really eat these like the lemon heads. Those were pretty good. Lemon ice cream. I've never tried it. Frozen yogurt. Lemon frozen. Okay. My go-to order at a frozen yogurt shop is if they have the tart and if they have the lemon, I'll mix those two together and then I'll get those popping pearls. Specifically, I'll get the strawberry kind or maybe pomegranate if they have it. And then I'll get like gummy bears or something. And like whatever other gummies I can get my hands on. I love gummy sharks. They're really good. I remember I like once ate a whole pack of them. Haley! I'm sorry I skipped over your dialogue, but I have stuff to do. You must understand. And those things are fish to my heart's content, because I have 3 coal. Whoa! Pomegranate popping pearls are really good. Okay, I'm gonna put all these viewers onto a really good order of which I used to always get back when I got like boba and stuff. I hate tapioca. Number 1 pigeon fact. Or number 53rd pigeon fact. I don't like tapioca. I don't like it. Especially not the brown sugar ones. Or just any kind. Tapioca sucks. I like popping pearls because they're fruit. And because, as we have, like, essentially mentioned, I like fruit. Now, you get matcha, green tea matcha, or just green tea. It does not matter. You get that. And then you ask for, instead of tapioca, if they can add pomegranate popping pearls. Now, this may sound like an odd choice for a drink, and it may sound like it might not go together. But have you ever looked at those green tea bags? Some of them have pomegranate in them. Matcha tastes like grass. I like the bitterness. I like the way it tastes. I like the flavor. It is okay that you do not, but I like the flavor. You will be forgiven for your crimes. Your crimes of not liking matcha, I guess. I don't know. I guess I never have tried the true thing. I heard if it froths, that means it's like fake, but like I'm not gonna cough up like over $1,000 for the ceremonial grade stuff. And besides, I don't even know if I'd like it, so I don't even know if it's like worth the money. All I know is I like green tea, and I like tea, and I think tea is great, and everyone should drink tea. It's good for the heart. I am truly sorry for the sin of not drinking blended grass. Blended grass is not that bad. Mint tea is the best. I love anything mint flavored. Mint chocolate chip ice cream is my number 1 favorite flavor of ice cream. I love mint chocolate chip. Everyone keeps telling me, oh, it tastes like toothpaste. Tell me what toothpaste you're using because I want toothpaste that tastes like mint chocolate ice cream. I don't know. I just really like mint. I've always really liked mints. Like those peppermint patties, I used to always eat those. They were my like number 1 favorite candy. I just don't get people who don't like it, I guess. But it is what it is. Not that bad. What are you? A sheep? A little goat? No, I'm a pigeon. Didn't you know? Blended grass is not that bad. I actually kind of like green drinks. I also occasionally like kale, if it's like in a sandwich. Lettuce is also very good. Those ones are so good. I want to eat mints now. Mint gum is also very good. I have to like chew gum constantly. I actually used to raise pigeons, not lying. Like, to race them? That's a thing, by the way. Pigeon racing is a thing. There's like this one guy who does, like, who races pigeons because, like, I don't know, he's like bullied when he was younger, and the like bully did some awful things to the pigeons or something. And like that's why he learned how to fight. I don't know. Misinformation here. Don't trust a word out of my mouth. Is that like why you clicked a stream with the name of a streamer or video maker called Pigeon? Because you raised pigeons? They're hard to get to adulthood. Oh, that's so sad. What's really sad is that pigeons are domesticated, I'm pretty sure. No, not race. I meant to raise and sail. Okay, good, good. They require a big space. Pigeons look very cute, and they were domesticated by humans, and then we just kind of said they were trash and said they were like rats of the sky. Yet we like swans? I hate swans. I don't like swans, and I don't like geese. They taste like chicken, though they don't— You ate a pigeon? What is wrong with you? And you say I, the heartless one. No, no, no. The heartless one was in you all along. You what? They're very loyal, but it is truly scary to let them out since there are a lot of other birds that prey on them. That's so sad. Back to my point. I hate geese and I hate swans. They can kill you, and they will. I once got chased by a pack of geese and swans because I was holding a bag of bread. They descended upon me. I threw the bag of bread. I saved my own skin by throwing that bag of bread. I hate swans and I hate geese. I'm neither confirming nor denying the accusations. Speak to my lawyer, please. Little did you know, I am not a real lawyer. The legal teams don't contact me. I'm not an actual lawyer. I'm saying this for humors and goofs and gabs. Aggressive. I don't like them. They might look cute on the outside, but like many wild animals in real life, although they might look cute on the outside, they will eat you, they will kill you, and they will hurt you, and they will bite you. And I won't stand for that. No, no, no. I think that I should— Wait, what? That's so sad. That's kind of like where horses, like, are, like, if horses, like, get damaged to their legs or something, it's, like, kind of over for them. It's so sad. Although I don't know too much about horses. Haley! I'm not eating the daffodil in front of her. For me? Thank you. Still not at still not at a singular heart. Whenever I mess up my words, I have to like make— What was that sound? I have to make weird sounds to like— I don't know. Because I can. Cute? What's cute about them? Well, they're birds for one. All birds are cute. Even secretary birds, of which do not make very good secretaries. Trust me, I've tried. Yeah, it's really sad. There's not many wild horses left out in the world. And although I'm not really a horse person, I care more for cats. Oh, right, this is gonna get me definitely hated. I don't like dogs that much. I am not a dog person. I don't like how loud they are, and I don't like how, like, unpredictable they are. Dogs don't really seem to like me that much either. I think it's because they can smell the cat on me because I have cats. But yeah, dogs don't like me. And I don't like them either. They're loud. They can bite you at a moment's notice. And but no hate to like I just don't like the way their fur feels either. Um no hate to like dog owners though. Continue owning dogs, I guess. They deserve a home and they deserve love. I just don't want to really be near one. Well, dogs aren't useless. They provide a purpose, which is helping with emotional, I'd assume. Same with cats, really. Also, they're pretty good for herding. That's like their whole purpose. There are some dogs I can tolerate. I like Pomeranians. Their fur is almost passable for cat fur, so it's not as difficult to touch them. Okay, that makes sense on why you don't like them. You sent that message twice. Quote so nice you had to say it twice. Think if I spin around this tree long enough, it'll summon new viewers. It may be fairly late, and it may be fairly early, but who knows? Maybe, just maybe, if I spin enough. I don't know, I've always found cats just more aesthetically pleasing to look at. Cats just, like, my cat bites and beats the ever-loving crap out of me. My son, Tomato, which is his name, um, he is an evil little guy, but he's cute and he's adorable, and that like washes away his crimes, I guess. He wants attention, and he will drool on you when he gets that attention, and he will bite you if he doesn't, and he will scratch the chair constantly if he wants attention. He is evil. He is adorable. He is evil. Okay, next question. Okay, is this an interview? Am I being interviewed? Wow. Um, okay. Haley. Oh wait, I already talked to you. Um, what are my favorite shows? I don't watch TV. I'm like kind of evil in that way. I also don't watch anime, surprisingly. You'd think a VTuber, of which I'm not using my model right now. Um, yes, for a job. No, I'm getting fired. Right, what was I saying again? Right. Um, I think the only somewhat anime I think I liked was, well, two, I guess. Madoka Magica and Artist Switch, which is one on YouTube. It's very good. There's only subtitles, which is good, because I like subtitles the most when, like, seeing things. Or things in different languages. I guess it's just because I like reading. Reading is, like, a pretty fun pastime for me. I do it, like, I don't do it as often. I wish I did. But when you've read the same books over and over again, it can get a little repetitive, you see? So yeah, I like reading. Of course, the VTuber will. Okay, listen here. They may be artist switches. Okay, yeah, you got me there, but like, they still have a horror twist to them, and since I'm too scared for actual horror movies, it's like the closest I'll get. Okay. I wish I had my model on. I didn't want to though, because I was in fear of alienating new viewers and, you know, causing them to not want to watch because some people don't like VTubers. For various reasons, of which, cool. It's kind of why I haven't been using my model for like my past videos. I didn't I'm trying to find a balance here. I don't know, I feel like it's better when I don't have a face to put on. Also because I'm trying to get another model. I make them all on Vroid. Trying to get my other model, but for some reason it doesn't allow it. Ah, cool. Last book I read was, well, it was an online PDF because it's kind of hard to track down some books. Was Damien, the childhood of Emile Sinclair. It was a fever dream, but I actually really liked it. It had like a really good deconstruction of like, well, in my opinion, religion and such. Um, it was a pretty good book. The ending was pretty good. Making your own models. Yeah, I make my own models on Vroid. I mostly use the presets. I'm not very good at modeling, so I haven't even tried 3D modeling, so yeah. I would commission, but I don't have the cash for that. But yeah, the other model I wanted to use, for some reason they didn't allow it on the tracking software I use. So I guess I just gotta suffer. But yeah, I feel like it's better when I don't have a face to put on. That way people can imagine how I look through my voice. Of which, I'm not too sure of what I sound like. Well, I know what I sound like. To be honest, I've never watched any VTubers. They're not too different from actual streamers or YouTubers, they just have a different face. A lot of them put on a persona though, and a lot of them... Well, I also am putting on a persona, but a lot of them put on a more anime persona. Well, I don't watch enough anime to do that. That's called, as the people say, being a poser. You sound like a nice person. I meant like the way my voice sounds. 'Cause you can tell a lot about what someone well, some people say you can tell a lot about how a person looks like from what they sound like, but that's not true because I've met a lot of people who sound nothing like they look like. In fact, I see one every time I look in the mirror. Yeah, a lot of them at least to say they don't have a good rep. Yeah, not really. To be honest, you only really get views if you have an attractive avatar, of which I'm not looking to do that. Um, I don't want any weirdos or creeps in my streams or videos, and I'm not willing to cater towards them. I'll make it very clear and obvious that I don't want anyone who ever sexualize my avatar ever within 3 feet of me. Making that very clear and obvious. That's kind of weird. That's kind of gross. I don't want it. I don't care if it's the rule of the internet. It's kind of really, really gross, man. I'm not a fictional character. But yeah, in a lot of my past streams, and by past streams, I mean, no, wait, yeah, past, because I haven't streamed in a long, long time. Um, yeah, my model is, pretty much there. And my profile picture is of my model. I'm not really one to mince words. I think mincing words is kind of not good. Have, weird characters, at least to say. I like watching gameplay and listening. Yeah. I mean, it's within their right to have weird avatars. Plenty of them are, I guess, like, comfortable with that stuff. I'm just not. And it's like all personal preference. Good on them for being comfortable with that. But I guess it comes to say, just because, like, and I'm not saying anyone has ever done this. It's only happened like once, long ago. But yeah, just saying in like, for my broken English, it's not my first language. What are you talking about? You're doing pretty good with English. Very eloquently. Congratulations, you speak English better than an English speaker. What was I saying again? Right. I just gotta make it very clear that, just because some VTubers are fine with having, like, people say or do weird stuff about their avatars, or hell, even having weird avatars, does not mean I am. Blah blah blah. It's all up to personal preference. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah, and such. And if you fail to adhere to the rules, you will be brought to town square, of which we will throw rocks at you, very 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 fast, and it'll hurt a lot. So yeah, don't just don't break the rules, or else we're just gonna throw rocks at you, and it'll hurt a lot. All right, fishing. Oh, holy moly, it's 10. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, the problem is not the weird avatars. The problem is that they expose those avatars to minors in very explicit way. Oh, ew. That's really gross. Why would, like, anyone do that? That's actually genuinely despicable. And how would anyone who does do that have, like, if it's like, I don't know, usually they're supposed to say that it's like their content is 18 plus, and usually they're supposed to correctly tag their stuff. And of which, if you don't correctly tag your stuff, that's like not great. Don't do that. I don't know. All I'm saying is, ew. Yeah, and also it's good to have a warning because some people, as like me, don't want to see that stuff. Some people like me just genuinely just want to watch a streamer or something and don't want to be hit in the face with whatever that is. Of which, good for them, I guess, but I don't know. I, it's nice to have a warning because that way people can tell if they want to see your stream or not. If people are like, oh, well, don't like, then don't watch. How are people supposed to know if they don't like it if your stuff isn't tagged correctly? They're gonna watch it and they're gonna get shocked and they're gonna be like, oh, okay. I don't know. But this is all of my opinion, and you should definitely form your own and not trust anything I say. Because, be your own person. Easy answer, they do that because that's no good. Although, I've never seen any VTubers do that. I think a lot of them mostly cater towards adults. Um, I don't think any of them might be purposefully catering towards children, but then, again, they should still have warnings, you know? It's just a basic courtesy. Then again, not then again, that's it. The end. That is my statement on that, that topic. I wish I still had Slime Rancher. That was a fun game. I always played with the tars off, though. I hate those things. They're evil and they eat all my slimes. My favorite was always the tabby slime, because, well, like, cats. Cats are cute. Top 5 favorite animals. That's a tough question. I don't have any. What's with all these questions, by the way? They're not gonna be used for, like, anything malicious, right? Slime Rancher? Yup, Slime Rancher. Basically. Yeah, I used to watch so many videos about it. I could never ever get past the, like, first, like, locked gate. No, the second locked gate. One of the locked gates. I could never get past them because I never had the correct key, or I didn't have the correct, like, thing to feed the slimes. And I tried, and I tried, and I failed, and I tried to cheese the system so many times, and I wandered so many times, and I discovered so many places, and it was so fun to play. But my Xbox thing ran out, so I can't play it anymore. Plus, as I say, curiosity saved the cat or something. Yeah, something like that. Curiosity definitely saved the cat. Silent Hill 2 is my favorite Silent Hill game, and Resident Evil 7 and 8 are my favorite Resident Evil games because I don't really. Ethan Winters is my favorite protagonist, and for Silent Hill, I just really like James Sunderland. Yeah, those are the Tars. They're evil. But yeah, um, my PlayStation is the best. Oh, I remember always play. I miss Little Big Planet so much. I miss Little Big Planet. I used to play it all the time. He's the absolute goat. Yeah, he's pretty great. And my favorite lord has to be Carl Heisenberg because why not? But yeah, um, my favorite type of character is the one that wears the "Where's my wife" jacket. Except James knows exactly where his wife is. Well, he may not at the beginning of the game, but still. I never did play or see anything of God of War. Actually, maybe I saw a couple of clips. It's the one with like the guy with the red paint on him, right? If I am correct, of which maybe. I haven't given her a gift yet and it's already almost nighttime. Man, I should just like reset the day or something. Really? Missing out on so much. Okay, to be fair, I'm getting the thought that you don't know what Little Big Planet is. Or maybe you do. I don't know, you brought up PlayStation. Any PlayStation user has known what Little Big Planet is. Maybe I am the wrong one here. Maybe I am the bad egg. Where's Haley? She's not here. Where could she be? I can't believe I forgot a day. Oh well. Do you take me for a fool? Well, I don't see any bells. I don't see any, like, jester garb, so no. But yeah, I guess that does confirm that you do know what Little Big Planet is. Good. I hope all my viewers know what Little Big Planet is. The the amount it had changed me in my life graciously. I love Little Big Planet, and I'm so mad that Sony took it out back. That was the #1 game to play. I miss it so much. I made so many friends, and I played games with them. It was great. Do you want me to do a little jester dance? I am not a king. I am a prince, but not a king. So, not yet. Ah. I hear. I hear. I think that's a reference to something, but I don't get it. Sorry that I don't get it. I miss... Ah! Never heard of it. Sounds like it'd be somewhat interesting, though. I mustn't forget this time. Yeah, speaking on games, I think, like, the #1, like, I feel like I would probably like visual novels a lot. You know, because I like reading, and it's in the name, visual novel. I read novels. You know, maybe I'll like it. But the one thing that is a little bit of an issue, all the horror ones have romance. And I, for obvious reasons. Despise romance. Listen to music. Yes, I listen to music, and shocker, I really like Vocaloid music, and my favorite artist is Martu. Martu is very great, very great a producer. In my opinion, yeah, I like Vocaloid music. My favorite Vocaloid, or synthesizer, or whatever, is V-Flower, or just Flower, if we're gonna get into semantics here. But yeah. I like how, like, cool their voice sounds. It's very cool. I used the word cool twice. Yeah, it's like either be scary or romantic, choose one. It's even worse in horror movies and in books. Like, I don't like horror movies because, like, I don't know. They just freak me out, I guess. That's the whole point of them. But, like, dude, I don't care about romance. I don't care about the weird scenes. Get out of my face. I just like the whole... Like, my favorite thing is psychological horror. You can see where that can be an issue here. All the psychological horror visual novels follow the same trope. Sometimes, I'm not gonna like say, but all the ones I've seen do, and it pisses me off. It is just... I don't know. I write occasionally, but it's just like, I could definitely not code or anything. Sings and shows his eyes. Oh yeah, I heard about that. It was like, and everyone thought that like that concert was specifically like $100. It was in a convention that was $100, but that was not the only thing that was happening there. That was not the only star of the show. I forgot about Haley. That was not the only star of the show. He was just there, I guess. So to put to rest of that rumor, I guess. There's 3 concurrent viewers. Hello, 3 concurrent viewers, of which are technically 2, I'm assuming. Hello, hi. I am Pigeon, also known as Pigeon, also known as... have so many names. I have way too many names. Why do I have so many names? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm continuing my rant about visual novels. Yeah, so basically all of them, or from what I've seen, all follow the same trope, and it pisses me off. One could say, oh, why don't you just make your own then? I can't code for the life of me. I can write a story, yeah. I can't say it'd be the best or the most groundbreaking story. I am but a beginner writer, but, 3, it shows 1 for me in the chat. Mine might be a little bugged then. That's sad. I'm sad. Oh wait, there might be like 1 as in there's 1 people in the chat. It doesn't always tell you how many viewers are in the chat. It only tells you how many people are chatting in the chat, and I learned this the hard way. Basically... Oh, now it's only 2 concurrent viewers. Basically, some people like to watch, but they don't like to chat, which is good for them, I guess. I am foolish. What was I saying? Right. I keep going off topic, and then I keep going back on topic, and I keep going off topic again, and then I keep going back on topic, and it's a vicious cycle. I keep forgetting about Haley! And oh! Oh, I hate this guy. Oh, hi there. Hi. What an eyesore. Oh wait, I gave him a different voice. This is Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. But listen to me, I sound like an old fool. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they could turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Oh well. If anyone else buys a Joja Co membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Here, let's go inside. I don't know how to do a gross and creepy voice. I'm sorry. That voice is reserved for Clint. This is an old man. I'm doing the old man voice. Hmm? What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. Ah! What? Oh, I'm seeing things. I'm going crazy. What's the matter? Are you ill? I can't do that voice anymore. That genuinely hurts. I'm getting a headache. You saw something. I wouldn't be so surprised if this place was full of rats. Ah! Oh, come on. You're worrying me, Pigeon. Look, I think we're going to head home. I need some lunch. I'm still waiting for... Oh, in Stardew. Wait, that's a thing? That's a thing? That's a thing? That's an update? That's an update? That's gonna happen? What? Huh? Strange. Okay, back to Haley. I keep forgetting about her. She's gonna be my future wife. She just doesn't know it yet. And apparently I don't either, because I keep forgetting about her. That's so evil. It's okay, I don't think she, like, notices. And if she does, Haley. Nice makeup. Or wait, are you even wearing any? I'm bored. She just called me beautiful. For me? Thank you. No, I'm saying I want it to be, instead of adding Mr. Useless Clint. Instead of adding Clint, they should have added Sky Island, where all the My Singing Monsters lie. This is a joke. Ah! Yeah, you see, this is what I'm talking about. What if instead of down with Sis Bus, it was down with Clint Bus, and instead of wearing shirts that said that, we wore shirts that said down with Clint, and we found any people who really liked Clint, and instead of beating them, we just gave them a stern talking to. That's a reference based off a Tumblr post, by the way, to the uninformed, of which I don't know how you could be uninformed. But this is not an actual thing that happened. It was a fake story. Blah 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 blah. I went off topic again. I need to like get myself like a post-it note or something that says exactly like what topics I've like talked about. I'm foolish. Foolish pigeon. Um, I love revisiting the same topics over and over again because I always have a lot to say about them. But yeah, I cannot quote. Quote? Cat! Kitty! Cat! Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm taking care of this cat. Its name will be Pumpkin because it reminds me of Halloween. And it has orange eyes. My well, you will be cat. Where's the cat? Where's the cat? Where's the cat at? Where is it at? I need to see it. Where'd it go? Kitty. Man, sucks. I'm mad. And I went off topic. Again! But yeah, I cannot code for the life of me. I'm not gonna try to code. Maybe I will one day. When I get bored enough. That's what I do when I get bored. I just pick up new hobbies. Although, I think coding is more of a job than a hobby. I don't know. I've tried once. It was too difficult. So yeah. What I'm saying is basically, we need more horror or psychological horror games that don't have romance in them. There is, like, one, or no, some people would say, oh, but like, what about a Mori, or what about these? Those are RPG, those are, well, like, kind of RPG-esque maker games. They're not really visual novels. You do things in them. And also there's a battle or attack system. In my eyes, if it has a battle or attack system, I don't think it's a visual novel. Except there's one exception for that. People who make it their job and livelihood, and people who like it. Of which, how? I want the dedication they have. If I was more dedicated to things, you guys would be getting more videos. But yeah, I just want more psychological horror games that are, that don't have cheap jump scares, and that, don't have romance in them. And if they have romance in it, please, I want it to be very, very minimal. And also not those fuck-ass dark romance things. Nothing wrong with them, me personally, I don't like them. And it's okay to not like things. I have not heard of that game. The only... Wow. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that game. I might research it. Who knows? Who knows? What if one day I just become very evil and I just play all the games I hate? Just for all my viewers and observers out there. I play every single game that I hate or that others hate. Because I'm evil. Maybe like for like an April Fool's Day thing. I just become like evil pigeon or something. Evil pigeon would technically be a crow. I think. I've thought about this before. Although crows are not evil. The whole reason I became pigeon, and like, I was gonna be a crow. I was gonna be a crow VTuber. That's what I was gonna be. But then, I thought, everyone does that. Everyone is a crow. It's like very, oh, Terraria! I have a lot of friends that play Terraria. I've never played it personally, but, I would love to. What was I gonna say? Wait, you hate Terraria? I'm staring at you. No. Okay, good. I was about to, like, inform my friends and be like, somebody on my stream hates Terraria, and they would have descended upon you like the geese descended upon me. Except you wouldn't be able to throw a bag of bread to save yourself. Ow! Shoot, I scared myself. Yeah, I was like, everyone does a crow, but not many people do pigeons. And you know, the one thing, in order to stand out in a wave of like a bajillion streamers, is to be yourself and to stand out somehow. Which is like pretty easy for me, because no matter how hard I've tried, I somehow managed to stand out. And that's no good, but if I channel that into streaming, maybe, just maybe, some people will see my streams, like my streams, watch my streams, and maybe, just maybe, I can get a group of viewers. My only goal is to hit 100 subscribers, because then I get to do a Q&A and stuff, and that's gonna be so great, and I'll be able to, like, do a subathon or something. I don't know. Haley. Haley. It is what it is. Oh, and then there's this guy. If you weren't a girl, I'd ask you to play catch. What's that supposed to mean? I will boil you. No, don't you dare run away from me. This conversation is not over. Aren't I basically asking you a bunch of questions like a Q&A? Yeah, I was hoping to save a lot of questions for Q&As and such because that's what's going to happen when I hit 100 subscribers is I'm going to do a Q&A and people will be able to ask me reasonable questions, normal regular questions and also like funny questions, and I will answer them in the way that I answer most questions, which is either be really cryptic about it or just say what I want. Worry not though, I'm probably also going to do a marathon of playing games. And maybe, just maybe, if I hit 100 subscribers, I'll finally finish. I'll finally finish Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. It'll be so great. Please, I just want 100 subscribers. I keep getting 91 and then somebody unsubscribes. I think it's because when they subscribe, they see something they don't want to see, and they immediately unsubscribe. They peer into the veil a little bit, and they freak out, and it's a little bit too much for their eyes to handle, so they just explode. Little do they know I'm an eldritch horror. They just don't know that. They don't know that I am an eldritch being. But well now they do. Damn, I spoke a little bit too much. Whoops. Letha, no. I'm more akin to say like, well, not an eldritch being, but say more like I'm more akin to something like Mothman, I guess. Without revealing a little bit too much of myself. I'm more similar to that. No, more like those fish from like that one H.P. Lovecraft story. The town with the fuck ass fish people. Yeah, I'm more akin to that. No, wait, the glasses, I need those! Evelyn will be pleased. As pleased as Punch. Why is it called Punch? And why is it when you punch someone is it called Punch? Is it because Punch hits you in the face with like fruity flavor? I talked to Haley and I got a singular heart, let's go. Umpkin! Umpkin. Get over here, Umpkin. Oh, I already pet you, didn't I? Yeah, I did, I'm foolish. Did I water the bowl? Did I? I did. Okay. Good. Stir fry. Do they call it stir fry because you stir and fry it? 2 tons of sugar just to make it taste good. They're coming for you for that. Somebody once told me that they snorted pixie sticks and I told them, "You're gonna get worms in your nose," and they told me, "I'm going to sneeze them at you." And I'm now like terrified of that person. And I don't even know who said it. Completely anonymous. Terrifying. Now I gotta live with the fact that somebody I know is planning to do that. I'm so scared. Day 11. That's 2 ones. And you know who's number 1? Me. Raisin cookies are good. I really, really like oatmeal cookies. I'm so glad whenever people have oatmeal cookies at their house because nobody else will ever eat them. And I get left with them all. And it's so glorious. Yep, you heard that right. They snorted. Yep. If I were to look back on it, yeah, that's what they said. And like I said, I have genuinely no clue who did that. Completely anonymous. I have to live with that now. I'm very scared. But it's okay, I think, because, well, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It is not okay. That sounds so good. I've learned how to make fried rice, but like in my own evil, screwed up way. And I'm not leaking the recipe. I only gave the recipe to one person, and that one person will stay with that recipe. Occasionally talking to Shane just because I can. I don't hate Shane. But yeah, I love oatmeal cookies. And everyone always gives me the oatmeal cookies, which is why I really like oatmeal cookies, because everyone gives them to me. Now, they're not my number 1 pick. I don't really care for the raisins, but in fact, I don't really like raisins all too much. But oatmeal and raisin cookies, just something's different about them. Something that just makes me feel so, like, happy. Open up, please. Please, I just want to give you a gift. The gift of a conversation. Egg fried rice, egg fried rice, egg fried rice. I love egg fried rice. Oh ho ho ho. I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. That reminds me of this time. I used to put a lot of salt on my spaghetti whenever I had it. This one time, I put so much salt that I genuinely couldn't finish the meal. Like, I had this whole, like, phase in my life where I just put a lot of salt on everything. I don't know why. It tasted good. I can't even put too much salt in my food now. Because it just kind of tastes gross. I don't know, I prefer actual seasoning. As opposed to just salt. Now, if I recall correctly, she has to come out at some point. This sounds creepy. Like, out of context, this sounds, like, really creepy. The best meal of all, though, is grilled cheese and tomato soup. And I will not fight anyone on this. Hey! That's kind of wasteful. What do you mean you'll throw out all the clothing? Do not ever compare me to Clint.
The difference between me and Clint is that I just bother her once and then I leave. I just need to find out where she is once. He follows her all the time, everywhere. I am superior to Clint. You cannot see this, but I am pointing at myself. In a way to show that I am better. Yippee! Once you've been waiting at her house every day to find her. That's because if I don't, I'll forget. They should. I have a friend who really likes raccoons. They're pretty cute. I once watched a video of like some dude feeding like 500 hot dogs or something to like a whole pack of them during the winter. It was a very, very, very funny video to watch because they started fighting over it. They just swarmed him. Climbed up on his shoulders too. Brock boy, that's a new one. Alright, it is getting fairly late. I should probably end stream. It was nice while it lasted. I'll stream, like, eventually again, I promise. Oh yeah, foxes are also very cute. They're very, very cute, actually. I should probably, like, write that down. You know what isn't cute? What? Rabbits. I also don't like rabbits. Well, they're cute, but I don't trust them. Uh, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and remember, you have the option to be happy sometimes, and sometimes you don't. I don't know, I don't have